So this is Minecraft. Ah, I got it right.
Yeah, that's the banger at the end that I think could get nominated for an Oscar.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's doing well. The Minecraft.
It made $162 million, which is crazy.
Do you think it's doing well just because there's nothing else to see, or do you think it's doing well because there is this niche of just such a following that they're going to go see it regardless because of their interest?
Probably a little of both. I mean, there are a lot of Minecrafters out there. So.
Which I remember you sharing that you did it with your children. Our past guest, who found it around the internet around 8, which is crazy to me. Obviously, him and his friends and generation are big into it, so it feels like it may span more generations than I give it credit for.
Yeah, and I think it's such a fun movie, and people are telling their friends, and so people that maybe normally wouldn't go see it are going just because of word of mouth.
Okay, so that one's still out there.
Yes.
If you want to go. But what's up this weekend?
Yeah, so this weekend, there's 3 big new releases, and this is one of the first weekends in a long time that I've wanted to go see every movie. I mean, they're all so good. And, of course, I have to go on Thursday night or Friday morning, and this time of year, Friday mornings, they don't really have anything because they'll do it in the summer when people aren't in school. So, you can only see so many. Sometimes I can pack in 2, but unfortunately I can only do 1. So I'll talk about the 2 that I did not see first, and then I'll get into the other. But the first one is Drop. We talked a little bit about this last week.
I'm glad you didn't see it.
I know, but I think this movie is going to do way better than I thought, just because people are buzzing about this. But there's got
to be a twist to it then.
Yeah, I think it does. And to me, I thought the reason they named it Drop was because there's this scene that they keep showing where the girl looks like she's fallen off the side of a building, but it's really about people sending her drop messages on her phone. So she knows whoever she's on her first date after losing her husband. The guy's very charming and she's having a great time, and then all of a sudden she starts getting these messages. And so because they're drop messages, she knows somebody's within so many feet of her. So she's trying to figure out, but they are giving her all kinds of, instructions, things to do to keep her son from being killed. And then the final instruction, and I'm not spoiling anything, is to kill her date. And her date, last week you asked me if it's anybody we would know in it, and I thought they were unknowns. They just happen, they're not unknowns, but they just happen to be in stuff I don't watch. And the girl is Megan Fahey, and she is from The White Lotus, not the current season, but a previous season. And then the guy is the non-controversial guy from It Ends With Us. He played the friend.
Blessing.
His name is Brandon Sklenar. But anyway, I just think people are curious about this one and that it's going to do pretty well. It's PG-13.
Which I think is a terrible rating.
Yeah.
I'm like, they should have thrown some F-bombs in there to get an R rating.
I know. I think PG-13 you can have 1.
Yeah. Well, anyway. But
and then one that I am super excited about, and I didn't get to see it, but I'm going this weekend, The King of Kings. This is the first animated movie about Jesus that since the Prince of that's not right. The Prince of Egypt. Which was a long time ago. But this is based on a book by Charles Dickens, and it just tells the story. It's a father who tells the story of Jesus to his son, and the son is so enthralled with it that you kind of go with the story like he's there, getting a firsthand account of all of these events, from Jesus feeding the thousands and miracles he performed all the way through his resurrection. And all the early things I've read about it say that they handle it beautifully, that your kids are going to be fine. They don't do it scary like The Passion of the Christ or something like that. But I'm so excited. And it's also a movie about a father-son relationship and strengthening it through this bond of storytelling.
Something good to take the family to.
Yeah, and the animation looks really good too. So I'm excited to see that one. And then the one that I did get to see, but before I get to that, I forgot. The Chosen Lord's Supper Part 3 is out this weekend. So now all three.
So did the second one do as well as the first one?
As far as the first week, it did well. It's not up to the first one's numbers, but the first one's been out a week longer. So I'm sure they'll all catch up to each other. So, yeah.
I would think Good Friday and probably Easter Monday with kids out of school are going to be 2 big days for...
For sure. I think so, too. And also, The Chosen will start streaming on Amazon next weekend. So... if you didn't get to go to the theater, you can catch them at home. But The Amateur, this is a PG-13. Rami Malek stars in this. He's been in lots of things since Bohemian Rhapsody, where he played Freddie Mercury and won an Oscar. But this is probably one of the biggest movies he's been in since then. But he is like a brilliant... introverted decoder for the CIA, and just a very smart guy. Mm-hmm. And his wife is killed in a terrorist attack, and the people he works with won't take him seriously when he says, I want to go after these people that killed my wife. And so he takes matters into his own hands. He gets Lawrence Fishburne to help him, train him on shooting a gun, that kind of stuff, but quickly realizes that his talents lie in his mind, his skills, and so he uses his brain to come up with ways to kill all these people that killed his wife. So to me, it's almost kind of like a different variation of Dexter. I don't know if you ever watched that series, but Dexter was a serial killer, which is a little different. But he only went after people that he thought deserved to die, And so that's kind of like this guy. He's only going after the bad guys. And so you can't help but root for him,
And from the trailers and things, he looks out of place in what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
so you kind of root for that underdog, yeah.
Like the last person that you would expect to be threatening at all. And there are, some of these guys laugh at him, like, you can't hurt me. And then the next thing you know,
is it kind of like a thriller? Does it kind of keep you on your...
Yeah, it really does. It's not that long. I would say it was about an hour. Well, actually, it was probably close to 2 hours, which sadly, that's kind of a short movie these days. It seems like they're all 2.5 hours now. But yeah, I didn't find any boring or lulls, so I think it was really good. And
is it one that's like a one and done? Like they didn't leave it open for other things?
I think they could. I think they could always come back with another story. But I don't know. It would have to be something to really motivate him to do it again.
I think it's nice when they just do a movie.
Yeah. And this was to me, a kind of unique plot in a way, because usually when people are getting revenge, they've got guns and that kind of thing,
There's other ways to do it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so that's it as far as new releases this weekend. But speaking of Minecraft, it's doing great at the box office, but apparently there's a TikTok trend that's gone out or is out there that's encouraging people to create mayhem in the theaters. And so a lot of the theater owners are like ready to get rid of this movie because of some of the shenanigans. Sad. I know. And I'm sure it's probably not every theater, but it is happening.
That's kind of like with Wicked when they were like, hey, don't sing.
Yeah.
Like, people didn't pay to come watch you sing.
Yeah. And then also something I read about earlier today, the Hollywood Reporter wrote a story saying that Moana is the #1 streamed animated movie of all time.
The original?
Yeah.
I get that. I would see it.
It's a great movie, but that just surprised me when you think of all of the animated movies. I would have thought it would be something like Cars, but I don't know. I thought that was interesting. So now that we've got Moana 2, it'll be interesting to see if it does as well.
Probably not. The music was better in the first one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for like the parents to sit there and watch it, it wasn't bad. We enjoyed it. I loved the little girl in it, but I don't know. Sometimes the first one is just. I'm surprised it's not Frozen.
Yeah.
Like in sort of that realm. All righty. Well, thank you, Tanya. You guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.